Alright guys, I'm back. I started a new stream. My Wi-Fi went out. I'm gonna let you guys know in the comments. Come back. Let's see. I don't know why it does this. Broadcasting. Okay, so I got one person just came in. Yeah, my Wi-Fi just, it wasn't the game. It was my Wi-Fi just completely went. That's weird that that happened while we talking about what we talking about. That's all I got to say. But you already know. Yeah, sorry, Frank. My Wi-Fi. Thank you, Team N1 Street Team. Thank you for you guys coming back in. Yeah, my Wi-Fi completely went down. It kicked me. It kicked out. It stopped the broadcast. The only way to get back on start is to restart a new one. And I was trying to type in the comments that I started a new one, but it wasn't. It's in the chat ended and da, da, da. But yeah, you notice how I'm kicking that knowledge and my Wi-Fi randomly just goes off. So I can't blame one side or the other, but maybe God was like, you didn't pray to the Holy Spirit to speak to to speak through you to the people, because I'm no preacher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, that's how it goes. BML, like I can't blame like, but I was like, well, when maybe it was God, maybe because I didn't pray and I'm speaking as a man, but I need to really be speaking through the Spirit. So I prayed to God while I was trying to get back on. And funny, I couldn't get back on until I finished that prayer. I tried multiple times to get back on. So, I thank God. I just don't want to mislead nobody. And I didn't say a proper prayer before I start talking to you about these things in life. But there's a couple of things I want to address, because you guys are typing some good stuff that I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel, but now I gotta go back into like the last video to see the comments, the chat comments, because like it doesn't let me see the chat comments. I don't know why. Like once the chat ends, it doesn't let me. And you guys were typing the greatest, like not the greatest thing, but like real stuff you wanted to talk about. So and then now I can't access it. So if you want to like whatever you type that I didn't address, please, I want to talk about it. I'm here for you guys. I don't care if I gotta stay up till fucking 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm here for you guys, and I shouldn't be cursing, but I'm speaking through the Spirit. So I'm here for you guys. So if you want to, thank you, Jason. Thank you for hitting the like button. But definitely, if you want to speak about something that you went through, so we could talk about it, we could address it. Because I was reading some of it, like, and then the thing got cut off, and it kicked me out of the comments, and I was mad because I was like, man, this was like people were explaining issues they went through and experiences and testimonies, and I wanted to address it so bad. I started addressing BML's ones, but I couldn't address everybody else's because I got cut off, or for whatever reason. I can only speculate. But I prayed to God just to lead me and guide me, protect me, so we could talk. You know what I'm saying? And so if you guys, I know Deli was saying that his heart, he had a bad heart condition, and when he got baptized, he got much better. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you guys were telling me things that were happening to you, and we could all get together, we could all talk, because just like you guys give me advice to get through a live event, we could all help each other, give each other like advice to get through life. You know what I'm saying? You're right, Team Man, One Street Team. But I was thinking that too. But we could be quick to blame one side, but maybe it was God. Maybe God said, you didn't pray to me, you didn't pray for the Holy Spirit to talk through you before you started talking to the people, and that's wrong. I shouldn't be talking to you as a man. When they went down, I wasn't able to get up, but then I got that idea. Like God spoke to me, like you got to pray to me, you got to ask for the Holy Spirit so I could talk through you, because we don't want you talking as a man, because 2K Pun is a sinner. We're all sinners. We're not righteous enough. So I let God and the Holy Spirit speak through me. I submit, and then yeah, today we got Superstar of the Month #2. Yep, we definitely got it. I didn't even do one. I got to do the first one. But like, yeah, and plus a weekly tower. I don't. What are we getting? I think we're getting like I don't even know. It's a pack or card. I think it's a pack or tokens or something, right? But for those of you that were in the stream earlier, because what's up, Breaking Boss? I know you just got here. You don't know what we're doing. We're talking. He's still talking about the game, but we got real deep, and I like that. I think we should do like I like the stream today when we're talking about the NFL and our teams. Okay, okay. Thank you, Team on Street, Team N1 Street Team. Now I can read it. Now I gotta find my live again. Okay. So okay. So Team N1 Street Team. He says I said my mom passed away last year, and God helped me through that. Yeah, it's hard. Losing a parent is so hard. It's so hard. You know, especially a mother. Yeah, we're doing that right now. We sit here and chat and break the boss. I'm talking to everyone. They're telling me their experiences with life and how they cope with things happening and how God has come in and helped them and how people didn't believe at first, but now they believe because of the experiences they got today. They had to go through. You know what I'm saying? So WWE Buddy Murphy back. Okay, like to subscribe. Go ahead, subscribe. It's absolutely free, man. But yeah, Team N1 Street Team is difficult, man. Like my father passed away. My mother's still alive, but my father passed away. And even though my father wasn't in my life like that, he did come into my life for a certain period of time as I got older. And I cried. I felt it. You know, I felt when I saw his coffin going into the grave, they lowered it. Like it hit me. You know, but a lot of people say, like death, like the death is only when your loved one goes to sleep. I know we think it's like we don't want to lose anybody, right? Nobody, it's the worst thing in the world, but they're at peace. They're at peace, and we selfish because we want them here with us, and we're suffering here. They're no longer suffering. They're sleeping. They're waiting for Jesus. And that's facts. They're at peace. Like when you go to sleep and you're not conscious, you're at peace. They're at peace. That's what they are, right? When Jesus comes, they're gonna wake up, and we're all gonna be reunited. You're not gonna recognize your mom. She's not gonna recognize you the way you look because you're gonna be perfect. She's gonna be perfect, but you're gonna know that's your mom. See, we're too blinded by this world that what we see is what we believe. We don't look the way we look. This body is just like a shell. There's a spirit, a soul inside of us. That's what really is us. You get what I'm saying? Some people are evil, some people are not. Some people are evil, and then they convert and they save themselves. Oh my goodness, Frank Castle, your dad got blown up. Oh my gosh, like it's tough. It's like without God, how do you even cope with that? So Frank Castle says, my dad got blown up. I was sad, but he's at peace. He's at peace now, like you said. He would be struggling if he was alive. Yeah, sometimes God takes people at different times for different reasons. Propane tank explosion. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. My condolences. But he is at peace. He's with Jesus now. He's waiting for you. Don't rush it. You know what I mean. But naturally, we're all gonna meet with each other once again. That's a promise, and God cannot lie. Yeah, Frank. That your stories are breaking my heart, bro. But there is a God, and we're gonna be angry when we lose a loved one. Even Jesus, when he lost his friend Lazarus, that was his friend. He died. Look at the story. It's in the Bible. And Jesus cried. And he rent his clothes. When they say you rent your clothes, is when you rip your clothes apart like Hulk Hogan does. That's what they used to do back in the day. When they were angry, they would rip their clothes off, right? Who died so many times? You? You know, they will rip their clothes off. Now, this is Jesus, right? He got the power to, like, bring anybody back from the dead. But he cried. He mourned. He was away. He was, like, traveling wise, he was 3 days away from his friend Lazarus, right? And he heard he died. Oh, you could have? My goodness. Thank goodness Frank Castle. But, you know, my condolences. But what a scary situation. A propane explosion. A propane tank explosion. And I'm always nervous about that. Like, we have a propane barbecue with those cans. And I was telling my girl, like, did you shut that off properly? Like, I'm like OCD with it. It's like, yeah, why you always telling me that? I'm like, no, because that's serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't realize how serious something could be until it gets that serious. It's too late. So Jesus found out that his friend died because the way they used to do text, they just sent a bird with a scroll, and then the bird would come, and then you would open the scroll, and it would read the message, whatever was written. So he found out his friend died, and he got angry, and he ripped his clothes, and he started crying, and he mourned. He mourned as a man, but he is a God, because he needed to come down here and feel what we feel in order to save us. So Jesus went to where his friend was that died. And even though Jesus has the power to raise him from the dead, Jesus still felt the pain of loss because God did not create death. We were not put on this planet to die. We were put on this planet to live in paradise. That is God's promise, to live in paradise. When Eve convinced Adam to take that apple and eat it, the forbidden apple, that's when we fell into sin. Because they realized they were naked. God's like, how you realize you're naked? Did I not tell you to eat the apple? Don't eat the apple of wisdom? You understand? So, even though he was a God, he still cried and mourned as a human being. He felt it. And when he went to his friend Lazarus, he raised his hand up. He said, Lazarus, rise. And Lazarus came back to life. And then later, after Jesus was gone, Lazarus died a natural death. I'm reading that one right now. Hold on. So BML says, I look back and realize I had an experience like that where I could have and I was mad at God, but then he was still looking out for me. I believe he is the only reason I did it that night. I feel you. I feel you, T-Rush. God, you know, you're being helped, but we don't know we're being helped. We're being put through things. We're going to go through, like, life, man, like, is bad, bro. Like, things happen here, and we have to go through those things because that's what grows our soul. You know what I'm saying? That's what grows our soul. And we don't, but I'll tell you this much. Like I tell some people, I mean, like I said, I speak to the Holy Spirit, but do you rather suffer a little bit on this earth, or you rather burn in hell for an eternity? Think about that really quick. You rather suffer as much as you're suffering. Don't you think it's worse if you're literally on fire for eternity, forever? Like it never goes out. You feel that pain and that burning, but you don't pass away from it. You just continue to feel that excruciating pain for eternity. Or we suffer a little bit on this earth and then we live in paradise. You get what I'm saying? If your life is perfect and everything is perfect, right? Why would you want to believe in God? Think about that real quick. If your life is perfect, you don't need God. Your life is perfect. Nobody ever dies. You're rich. You know, you pull all the cards, all the collection set live events on your first one pack. You get everything in one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would you need God? Why would you need God? You wouldn't need God. So we have to suffer so that we can understand and appreciate what we have. If I'm eating, look, my girl and my daughter, they work at Fridays. Fridays is a restaurant, right? Thank God it's Fridays, right? It's a restaurant. I can eat Fridays every day. They got salmon, they got chicken, they got this, they got that. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to answer your response, BML. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just say this little story. I'm going to definitely address what you just said. And I can eat steak, and I can eat shrimp, and I can eat salmon, and I can eat all the good stuff every day Friday, for like 2 years. And I'm sick of it, right? I'm like everything in Fridays that makes me nauseous, bro, because I ate it so much. But I take my friend from work, yo, let's go eat at Fridays. He's like, yo, this is the best thing I ever ate. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Da-da-da. And I tasted it like that when I first ate it, but I ate it so much I got sick of it. So that's why you can't have too much good. You can't have too much bad. It's got to be a balance. There's gonna be seasons in your life, like there's winter, fall, winter, fall, spring, right? Seasons in your life. There's gonna be good seasons and there's gonna be bad seasons. There's gonna be seasons where your health is gonna be bad, your finances is gonna be bad, your relationship could be bad. There's gonna be seasons where you get mad money, your relationship's perfect, and everything's going good at work, and you love life, And then it could be like that. That's why there's seasons. That's why it's like fall, then it's like winter, then it's like summer, then it's like spring. It's like different seasons, different changes. That's why they call it, you're going through a season. You ever heard that? You're going through a season right now. You're going through a season that's growing your soul. You're suffering. But it doesn't last forever. Right? It doesn't last forever. The good is not going to last forever. The bad is not going to last forever. You got to go through it in life. There's things I went through I wish I never went through, but I look back on it and like, wow, I grew from that. Wow, I could deal with this because I had to deal with that. Like if I fight deadly passages on this game, I'm fighting one of the best in the world. But then I get a rank play for a next person. That person could be Galaxy Global. He's not going to give me a challenge like Deadly Passages. And guess what? I might be able to beat him because I fought and got my butt whipped by Deadly Passages so many times before. You get what I'm saying? I learned from losing to him. And that's what you have to do in life. You have to learn you have to learn from when you're losing, you have to learn from it. So you can learn how to win. Right? You can't experience winning if you never lost. So we're all gonna lose, and sometimes we don't lose what we want to lose. I love my aunt to death. It will break my heart and crush me if I lose her. But I prayed, and God gave her. Literally, she's been with me an extra 2 years now. You get what I'm saying? And I literally called her today, and I'm gonna see her today later on. I called her yesterday. I'm gonna see her later on today. And I thank God every time I see her because I know that this time is not like this time is not guaranteed. This time was not guaranteed for me to see my aunt one more day. So the fact that I got to spend an extra 2 years with her, I'm so grateful. Same thing with my grandmother. Like, I went to Miami to visit her right before she passed away. I got to spend a good couple of days with her. She likes to go to the casino. We went gambling. She loved, that's her thing. You know what I mean? That's what she likes. She's done so much for me when I was a kid. So much. Literally, she took me in as a mom. And I was grateful to God. Like, I'm sad my grandma passed away, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to have money for a plane ticket, to have money to go have time off from work, to go spend this last time with her. Because if she would have passed away and I wasn't able to go see her, I would have been. Before that, I didn't see her for like 2 years. We talk on the phone, but she's in Miami. I'm in the East Coast in Philly, and my work schedule, I can't really go to see her the way I want to, or I made excuses, but I should have really did it was actually my girl who said like no, like my grandmother landed in the hospital. And my girl was like, when's the last time you saw your grandmother? I was like, it's been like a couple of years. She's like, what do you mean? Literally, my girl right in the bed booked a flight for me and her to go see my grandmother. That's when my girl won me over. I'm like, wow. And I was able to see my grandmother because of my girl. Because if it wasn't for my girl doing that, I would have not went to see her, and she would have passed away, and I would have regretted never making the effort to go see her. Life is short, man. People, your dog, your kids, your mom, your dad, you hug them, love them, kiss them, tell them you appreciate them. Because you never know that could be the last conversation you ever have with them. I'm telling you. Life is short, man. You know that. How many times things happen like this, man? It's sad, but praise Jesus, God is great. We all have a promise that we will see each other again. But I want to get into BML. He said, I look back and realize so Frank Castle says, I CLDV died so many times already, but I was saved and still here. Praise Jesus, God is great, man. Team M1 Street Team praying for everyone. BML says, I look back and I realized I had an experience like that where I could have, and I was mad. I was mad at God then, but He was still looking out for me. I believe He is the only reason I didn't at night. I believe I read that one, but I'll read it again. I want to read it again. So I know we all talking about now. Some of the people coming in, they don't know what we're talking about. They still talking about the game. That's fine. It's not their fault. They don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But for those of you that were in that stream and we had this conversation, I really like that. I would like to do more like that. Or maybe we could just get together and talk about life. And if somebody's going through something, we can express it, and we could all come together and help that person. You know what I mean? And you're going through something, you could accept the help from everybody, because there's nothing better in this world than just have. What's up, final boss? All right, have a great day at school, man. It's cool. Thanks for even checking in. But you know, it's just better that you have people there for you. You know what I'm saying? Even if, yes, Robert Barker, God is great, man. Praise Jesus. You know, it's like, it's just something, bro. Like you know, this channel, I always wanted to go in a direction like this, but I'm like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm preaching religion on them, because that pushes people away. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to win you guys over, and then like we could have conversations like this. And it don't have to be. I could have 1,000 subscribers, but you know what? If I got 10 people that are down with this, that's 10 people. I would love that. That's, you know, God says if it's you and one person, that's a church. You know what I mean? Let me read that last comment. It said, "Being from the streets." So Wayne Huggins says, "Being from the streets for so long is why I don't like to go out now." Yeah, you gotta be smart of the way you move. You know. Yeah, I'm the same way. I bounced at nightclubs for like 20 years. Like, man, I'm talking about when nightclubs were super dangerous. Everybody had guns, knives, all types of stuff. And all the girls dressed all hot and sexy, and all the guys were tough and gangster. I ran the hardest, toughest clubs in New York City. Me and I had a good team. But like, eventually you got to grow up, and you got to take yourself out of situations that you know are going to be toxic and dangerous and not good for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think we all have a calling. We all have a talent. My talent is I'm an artist. My calling is maybe I could bring some people closer to God. Maybe I can. But if I don't try, when I see Jesus, he goes, "Did you ever even try?" And me having a whole platform, and I'll be like, no. He's gonna look at me like, "Depart from me, then I don't know you." You think I think I'm perfect? I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect in Jesus' eyes. That's why he had to die for me. But he said, "Well, you know what? At least you tried. At least you tried. You know, maybe you didn't know, but you got through this person. You got through that, but you didn't know that. You don't know. I don't know. I just, God, I submit. Use me the way you want." Sometimes I like to have fun. Sometimes I curse. I'm not perfect. You know, I don't do it on purpose. It comes my emotion. I'm very like, how do you say it? Like I'm very like, I'm a character. You know what I mean? I know what I am. This is not an excuse for anything. I take my L's. I take my faults. I admit I'm not perfect. But I know I have a Jesus that died for me because I'm not. And that makes me feel a little better about myself. I beat myself up. Sometimes I do a stream, I'm like, man, I cursed like 45 times in that stream. I should only curse 10. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing, but those cursing is not like I'm just cursing to be cool. Is that because that's the real reaction that's coming out of my body? You get what I'm saying? Like that's the real reaction of my feelings at the time. I'm not saying it's right, but you know, it's maybe something I could work on a little bit. I'm not perfect, but what I do like is talking to you guys, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, it's because it got no. It's because like we all need somebody. Everybody needs somebody, bro. You had 3 blood transfusions, Wayne Huggins. Call you Wayno. That's what that darn guy calls you, Wayno. So you had three blood transfusions. But now I'm like 50 Cent. I'm here for a real reason. Yeah. We are, man. We don't know, but eventually life is going to lead you what that reason is for. I mean, maybe I started this YouTube channel and God wanted me to do it, win people over and say, hey, now lead them to me. Bring them to me. Bring my children to me, my son. You know? And I'm trying. And I'm praying that I do the right job. Can't help everybody. Some people don't want to hear it. I get it. I'm cool with that. But some people do want to hear it. And I'm not against the people that do want to hear it, not hear it because people don't want to hear it. We can sit here and talk about this game all day till our tongues fall out. We all know what time it is. It's a scam and it sucks. But it's good. It's a good game, but it's just that certain things like pack odds and money and all that mess it up. Right? If it was all like World Tour, this would be the best game in the world. World Tour. If World Tour was my faction, just World Tour, no packs, no money, no grinding, just play your challenges through the world map and get different worlds. This would be the best game in the world. I'm telling you right now. We all know this. That's why we all waiting for World Tour. And from what I'm hearing, hopefully we get it tonight. But it was good to talk to you guys. And I didn't know that you guys been through so much stuff, man. Like, you know, and praise Jesus that you even here to be able to type a comment. I wish I could have like a million like FaceTimes and we could all see each other and talk. I don't know. I think the science Skeleton, what up, man? Yeah, I'm hearing we might get that World Tour update today. I'm definitely here. Yeah, Robert. Never take things for granted. Like the other day, I was walking my dog and I was looking at her, and sometimes my dog's a husky. She's a little wild. You know, she can get on your nerves. And I was like, she's so beautiful. And when she's like trying to be good, she's so beautiful. She's a good dog. Like she's for her being a husky, she's a good husky. Because huskies can be really wild. She was wild for a long time. And then sometimes I look at my children, I'm like, they're so beautiful and they're so like smart and they're so like hardworking and you know I admire that. And so you guys too, you know. And you know, in life you just gotta grow as a person. You like I'm still growing. Everybody is still growing. Just keep growing. Don't stop growing. You know, when you stop growing, you stop living. Just keep growing. You pray. You know, you find your way. You know, if you pray, your prayers are gonna be answered. It may not be answered when you want it, but it'll be answered. God may not be like when you want him to be there. He might not be there early, but he's always on time, and that's for a reason. Because you had to go through something for him to be there for you. Like me as an artist, I'm like, man, God, I did all these art pieces. I'm like, Lord, I did all these art pieces, and you know, I'm still working this job I don't like. I just want to do my artwork and my YouTube video, and my life will be like, I'm doing two things I love, and if I can make enough money just to survive and support my family doing those two things, I don't need to be rich. I'll be happy. And God's like, it's not. It's like when it's time, it's time. When it's time, is your time. He said, right now, you're still growing, you're still evolving, you're still learning. I'm a way better artist than I am today than I was 2 years ago. So let's say WWE hired me 2 years ago, and they'd be like, yo, you suck. Like, you can't even do what we asked you to do. Now I feel more confident. I can walk in there and do what they asked me to do. I want, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin in this pose doing that, and I can make that happen for them. You know what I mean? So it's not, you know, when you want it to happen, it's when God's timing. You have to believe in God's time. Yeah, Final Boss. We just went through so many packs to get Damian Priest. We didn't even put a new Diamond Glow. I didn't even get the Great Khali. It was bad. At least if they would have trolled me, I would have been like, okay. But I do want this channel to become something more than just a gaming or WWE2K channel. I like the fact that we spoke about God and not that we spoke about God, but we spoke about life experiences. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be going through something that somebody, like you could have went through something that somebody else is going through now, and you could give them advice. Say, hey, listen, I went through that, and I did this, and this helped me a lot. It may help that person. It may save that person's life. Yeah, Final Boss. They're ridiculous. They are. You missed the whole ridiculousness earlier in the pack opening. Even Deli Pack. Yo, I'm telling you, there's no more I could do, bro. There's no more. But I know it's getting late, and you guys are still here, and you probably like have one eye open. You're probably trying to fight your sleep. And I want to do more streams where we could talk with each other, help each other. I want to do more streams where we talk about the NFL and we talk about like the games and what's going on. Because I think that was really fun when we did that as well. So it could be about God, it could be about the game, it could be about NFL, it could be about life, it could be about relationships, right? Because we all have a girlfriend that maybe she's cheating on you, like so many things. So I could give you advice about girls cheating on you, stuff like that. I've been cheated on multiple times. Yeah, I like retro gaming, Robert. I like retro. I like Street Fighter. I like Mario Brothers. I like if you want to say retro. I mean, I have a freaking Marvel superheroes arcade machine in my room. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let me see if I can show you guys. I gotta turn this face cam. See? Marvel superheroes. So And you know, like right now I'm talking to you guys, and boy, like hours will go by. Like I'll finish the stream, and that stream was like 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and I'm like, man, it didn't even feel like it was 5 minutes. It didn't even feel like it was 5 minutes because I'm so engaged with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna bring more to the table than just be like some idiot you see opening a pack. You know what I mean? Like there's more layers to me. You guys see a little bit with my artwork, but there's more as me as a person. There's a reason that when I meet these wrestlers, not just because I create an art piece for them, I'm talking to them the way I talk to you. Like I connect with them. The conversation we have, they're like, wow, like this dude is different. Like they want to like get to know me more, and they appreciate me. That I'm not coming at them like a pervert or I'm coming at them for money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, I really appreciate the sacrifice you make, your travel schedule, the moves you do, risking your body, your life. You could be in a wheelchair tomorrow, one wrong move. How many wrestlers ended up, not here anymore or in a wheelchair while in the ring? So and then they're doing that to entertain us, and I appreciate it. So I show them a little love back. They love artwork because they're, wow, somebody created something for me like this. This is crazy, you know. So they really appreciate that, and it builds a certain connection with me and them. And they may not know me by my name, but when they see me, they know who, they remember. Yeah, I remember you made that art piece, and that's cool. That's cool. You know, it's not cool when Bianca Belair's calling me over. Hey, how you doing? Da-da. Oh yeah, that pop for AJ Lee was loud. Yeah, I'm so happy AJ Lee came back. I'm so happy. AJ Lee, like, we needed her to come back. But no, I hear you, Final Boss. I went on really late. I went on past midnight. You enjoy retro and modern games, Jason? You know who has a good collection? That darn guy. That darn guy, he has like the ultimate retro collection. On the next live we do together, I'm gonna have him show. He showed it on the first live. But you guys are awesome, man. You guys are really awesome, man. You got cheated on. So hold on one second, because BML said they were super. It was, yeah. So BML says they were super hyped for AJ. I was super hyped for AJ. I love when she came out skipping with her music. Oh my goodness, bro! It brought me back. It really brought me back. She nailed it, man. Oh my goodness, there's so much haters in this world. There was these content creators like, why she's running around? She's a 38-year-old woman skipping like she's a little kid. Bro, that's AJ Lee, bro. She would have came out walking normal. It would have been boring. All right, final boss. Have a good day at school, bro. What you want AJ Lee to come out like super serious? Like no, like let her be her. Wait, let me respond to Wayne. So Wayne says, I got cheated on with my so-called best friend. Now, I gave Ben Snuggle for 5 years because it destroyed my confidence. So I got cheated on with my so-called best friend. So your girl had an affair with a male best friend, or is that what happened? That hurts because you're dealing with like you're losing two people at one time. You're losing your best friend, and then you're losing your girlfriend. Like like that's I can't say I've been through that. I'm sure it's happened. I just didn't find out or know about it. I had my suspicions with certain girls I dated, and with some of my friends getting a little too friendly while I'm at work. You know what I mean? Things happen. You give people space and opportunity, things are gonna happen. But for facts that I know that this person that I always speculated. And some girls actually left her. I said, you know what? You can have him. I'm out. But I don't. That's it. Cut off. You know what I mean? But I'm different. Like I do that. Like I just cut them off. Like I block them. I never answer their call. I see them in the street. I don't know them. But not everybody could do that. You know what I'm saying? I could be very cold hearted. If you hurt me, I'm gonna be cold. Yeah, the Ravens. They choked that game. They had the game, but they were beating them by like 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. But you know, it is what it is. Bro. The Ravens got a lot of growing to do. They still on that cocky crap. That's what got them caught last year. They still on that cocky crap. They got too many weapons offensively, but they don't have enough weapons defensively. They got a bad secondary. They need to start hiring some really good secondary players because they're giving up 80-yard bombs like it's nothing. Like in 1 second, a team could come back and beat you, as we saw last night. But yeah, Wayne Hunter, that is traumatizing, and it will take a long time for that to heal. But you know what? God removed both of those people. You may not want to hear it, but God removed both of those people from your life for a reason, to bring somebody better in. You may have met already, or you may have not, but you will. You will. You just gotta be patient because God is getting that person ready for you. If you didn't already meet that person, right? Because you said this happened a while ago. It may take 10 years. It doesn't matter. But when it happens, it's going to be worth the wait because you're going to get what you deserve. People do that. Karma's going to get them every single time. Every single time. No matter how good you think, like they are, like let's say your best friend goes with them and they're cool. They're having a good relationship. They posting stuff on Facebook and all that. You want a Bray Wyatt showcase? Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool, Bray Wyatt. That would definitely be cool. Yeah, God can forgive you for your actions. You know what I'm saying? But that's a tough one. That's a tough one. When one of your best friends cheats with your girl cheats on you with your best friend. That's a tough one. You guys went through a lot of traumatic experiences, but I'm glad you guys are still here keeping your head up. Yeah, so it's getting a little late, man. I would love to keep this going, but I got some stuff to do. And I had stuff to do, but I put it off because this conversation was so good. I already put it off for hours, you know. And I'm glad we can have this real talk. I know a lot of people come in late and they don't know what the heck we're talking about. They're probably like, oh, this is not the normal channel we come into. What's going on with Damian Priest and the New World Tour? And I get it. That's what we're known for. That's what I'm known for. But for those of you that went here and we got deep and we got connected, like, God bless you, man. I'm praying for everybody. And I'm really praying for you guys. And I'm praying to God to tell me what to tell you guys. Because I'm nobody. Like, he can just use me as a vessel to spread the word and maybe help you if you have a situation, give you some good advice, and maybe it's not me, maybe it's somebody else in the comments, another one of us that helps you with good advice. If you guys can help me win these live events, you guys could definitely help everyone through life. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that because these live events are not easy. And you guys make it look like a cakewalk. When you tell me what to do, I make it look like a cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys make it a cakewalk for me because you give me the best advice. So if we could transition that a little bit into real life and Jesus and even football, when we talk about football, you know, we could go into so many different angles and avenues. And I just enjoy being with you guys, you know. Thank you, BML, for being honest and sharing your story with us. I know it's not easy. And God bless you, man. And like, I really appreciate that. You opened up. And I have stories that I'm going to express to you guys and stuff I've been through. I'm going to open up as more than I did. There's always time you guys have to go. I get it. But, sometimes maybe we do these live streams. We'll come in, we'll have fun, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll sit there and talk on the back end. I'll be like, okay, everybody who's here for 2K, you can leave. But if you want to stay and talk about life, now's the time we're going to do that. And we could maybe start streaming like that. Where, you guys can tell me a problem you're having, and we could all get together and help each other. If we have 10 minds, thinking is better than one. Nothing crazy, but let's give somebody advice to get through a problem and help them so it's not as bad. They don't feel as bad going through it as they would normally do. We weren't there to do that. So that's going to make, I think I would love to do that for you guys. That's better than any giveaway I could give you guys. Any money. I give you money, you win a giveaway, 30, 50, $100. That'll go, you spend, it's gone. But, life lessons and advice on life is priceless. It can help you. It can make you rich. It can make you get through something. It can save your life. It can save the life of a loved one. You never know. Yeah, Team Elm Street Team, BML, Wayne Huggins. You guys are definitely. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys gained definitely a special place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because this was part of my dream, like just not to be a video content creator, video game content. I want to help people. You know what I mean? I want to help people because people help me. Yeah, Wayne Huggins, you can always be open and honest, man, and nobody here's gonna judge you. Nobody here's gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? Because like people have helped me throughout life. People, one conversation saved me from so many things, so many times, and that's all it takes. And why deny that to the people? I can't be the people's patch champion if I don't help the people. You know what I mean? So we can talk about. We can also talk about wrestling, right? We can talk about WWE. We can talk about AEW. We can talk about like whatever. Like, bro, there's so many conversations we can open up and have. I see a lot of like content creators. This is what they do. They do a live stream and then they talk to people about stuff. And it seems pretty like I would say I would like to do that, but I want a real like you guys. You get what I'm saying? I want like good people to come in here that really want to help other people. And I think we're starting to build that. And I think just like I build my community with the game, I could build a community with that aspect as well. Right? So we'll see. I'll pray about it. Yes, Frank Castle, I acknowledge you. I acknowledge all of you guys. I love you guys. We all acknowledge Jesus as well. Praise Jesus, God is great. But I think something I could build with you guys, not rush it, just do it from time to time. We'll see how it goes. And then you guys could give me advice of what you want to see, what you want to do, how we should do it. Now, I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I really do, bro. Because I don't feel like I'm alone, you know? Like when I told you guys my eye was messed up, you guys were like praying for me. You were like always asking me, how's your eye? Like, you know, I'm an artist. I'm a streamer. I got to drive to work. Like, I'm blind from one eye, half blind from the other eye. I can't hardly see nothing. It was scary. But you guys understood. Like, I'm like, I didn't make a video in like 3 weeks because this is that. And you guys were like, oh my goodness, we didn't know that. Like, and you guys were like people on PSN, on the comments, they were like, hey, Pun, how you feeling today? Like, just off a random. Like, bro, that made me feel like loved. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that love is what started healing my eye. Because I was like, too many people love me for me to let this defeat me. You know what I mean? Never know. But I give you guys the credit. I give God the credit and you guys. I am nothing. You know? So yeah, I love you guys, man. This was a great stream. We didn't get priest, but you know what? It's all good. We got something else. We got Jesus. That's more important. And we can always get a card from the card market. We can always put a future card and win our title back. And we will. We will do it for the people, right? I'll pray for it. I'll pray for it to happen, and it'll happen, right? Maybe I haven't been praying enough lately. Maybe God's talking to me, you know what I mean? So I gotta start praying more, getting more connected with God. I'm a very busy man, but that's no excuse. You know, but I love you guys, man. I want everybody to have a great day. BML, Wayne Huggins, Frank Castle. I mean, you guys, awesome. I could go down the list. I don't want to forget. Christian M, the final boss. Team N1 Street Team. You guys are real ones. Brave the Boss, Jason Alexander, Wayne Huggins. You guys are awesome, man. If I miss anybody, please forgive me. Let me know in the comments. I'll shout y'all in my next video. It's nothing personal. It's just I got a lot of names, you know, and I'm not that big yet, you know, and I don't want to get that big because I don't need 1 million subscribers and they're all toxic. I'd rather have 100 subscribers and you guys are all real love people that love me and I love you. We have each other's back. I'm not doing this to get rich, bro. I'm really not, bro. I know people don't believe that, but I do this because it's a passion. That's why I release videos when I want to release it, not because it just came out. I gotta be the first one to do it. I don't fall into that trap. I release when I want to release it for you and give you the best content that I can for that time period. So I think this is something we could build upon. You know what I mean? And I appreciate Jason Alexander. All you guys are amazing, bro. Like amazing. Skeleton came in here. Robert Barker. I'm just trying to shout everybody. I don't want nobody to feel left out. I'm still not 100%. I got almost all my vision back, but still a little shit. PML, awesome. You guys sharing your stories, man. And maybe we could go and help each other. You know what I'm saying? Help other people too. Not just, you know. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. But, you know, we'll continue with the WWE2K content. We'll continue with the, you know, helping each other life content. We'll continue with NFL. Yeah, so thanks for the nice comments. And BML06, yeah, man. You guys are amazing. You know, my dream is like one day we all get together and we go hang out, right? We go eat dinner, we talk. I hate talking to like, I mean, I love that you guys are in the comments. I love it, but I wish like I could see you, you could see me, we could talk. You know what I mean? Because you guys, I think you guys are so amazing. Like just like a little. I gotta figure out how we could do like a Zoom where a bunch of little like screens pop up and everybody has their own little screen and we go and talk amongst each other. Maybe like 15, 20 people in there one time. That would be a dope. Because now I'm not just talking to letters. I'm talking to actual. I can see who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, you guys talking to me through here means the world to me. It's just that I want to get to know you guys better, like the way you guys want to get me to get know mean to get to know me better. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you guys are awesome people, and you know if you surround yourself with awesome people, you will have an awesome life. All right. So yeah, that being said, man, don't ever forget Jesus loves you. God bless. The former People's Pack Chat 2K Punk. I'm out. If I could find my controller, shut it off. All right, guys, take it easy.